This is worse than people that decide to film themselves crying. You did in fact read the title of today's video correctly. Let's just get straight into it. This is Laura. She does general mothering type content and she's super popular actually. She posted these and obviously went completely viral.
I was crushed by a 600-pound fridge. Is that correct?
Why is she filming it?
Yes.
Sorry, there's something wrong with the world. I don't mean to sound a million years old, but there is something wrong with the world we live in. You are in an ambulance, you've just been crushed by a fridge, and the first thing you think to do is get your phone out and film people. Like, come the fuck on. Come on. Come on.
Shit, ow.
It says on the screen, as a single mum, my biggest fear came true. I was very seriously hurt and stuck while home alone with my 2 young kids. Thank God I was able to call 911. Thank God.
Oh my God. Oh, fuck. You guys, you don't think I broke anything, right? I couldn't have broke anything, right?
Why are you filming this? You are in severe pain, allegedly, laying on this thing, filming people trying to do their job. Imagine, right? You've just been crushed by a fridge. You were unable to move. She says she was home alone, stuck under a fridge. She was able to call 911. The ambulance people, medics, pull her out, put her on a bed that you can carry. I forgot the name of them. And she's like, oh, ow, ow, ow. Oh my God, guys, you don't think I hurt anything? Ow, 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 ow. This is worse than people that decide to film themselves crying. This is worse than that. I cannot fathom. And you know what? I hate it when people are then like, I do it for my own records. Your own records what? So you can look back on it later and be like,
Oh, fuck, it hurts so bad.
So this was a caption to this video. Most terrifying night of my life. As a single mum, I was home alone getting ready for bed when my 600-pound fridge tipped forward and then it didn't stop. It slammed into me and pinned me against the counter. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe right. My kids were in the house. I genuinely didn't know if I was getting out of that alive. Thank God my phone was in my pocket and I was able to call 911. Thank God it didn't fall onto my kids. It took 3 firefighters to lift it off me. I'm still shaking. Full story in link. Well, listen, if she's in pain, and I'm extremely sorry, like, I can imagine you would be in pain, right? Being crushed by a refrigerator. I mean, yeah, that would hurt. Now listen, I do blindly react to these videos, and my editor, there's an auto cue just here with notes on that I read, right? And she said, is there anything suspicious about those videos? So I'm just going to look at something really quick.
So I was crushed by a
This might be a very unusual thing to say. But these ambulance workers, I'm not saying, what are they called? Medics, I'm going to call them, aren't, you know, good looking. But this is a suspiciously handsome older man. This is another different man. Still, very good looking again. I could be completely wrong, and me filming this bit could be a complete waste of time. Maybe actors? Oh, they're firefighters. That makes sense now. Okay. That's why these men look beefy, because they're firefighters. I didn't even think of that. And listen, people's response to this were, as you would imagine, oh, you've been crushed by your refrigerator. Get well soon. Hope the refrigerator is okay. Was it expensive? Thinking about your legs, you know, oh, I hope your head's fine, I hope your kids are fine. There were people, however, that thought the entire situation was a little bit suspicious.
Hi, I'm here to debunk the 600-pound refrigerator supposedly falling on that content creator named Laura Clery.
Oh, I thought
who claimed the 600-pound
I thought she said something else then.
fridge fell on her because she allows her autistic son to climb on any and everything. Whether it's safe or not, she allows him to climb on it. Whether it affects his safety or not, she allows it, right?
That's not safe for anyone. I wouldn't climb on a refrigerator. And I'm 30-something.
So supposedly because of him, a fridge came tumbling down and that she was going to sue, right? I'm here to debunk it.
Sue her kid?
Okay, so it took me a couple minutes to just go down her timeline, and I found right away that, do you know what's right in front of her refrigerator? A countertop. Hold on. Let's start with this video. That refrigerator's taller. So if it came down, it would cover her countertop. Meaning, unless she got pinned between a countertop and a refrigerator,
Maybe.
That didn't happen. It did not fall
So she said that in her thing. It pinned her against the counter. Isn't that refrigerator built in as well?
and crush her on the ground. I got another picture. Here's another one, clearly showing she has an island right in front of her refrigerator. If that's not enough for you, I got another video, right? There's the island. There's the refrigerator. So you and your husband have been doing this for years where you just do clickbait to get people talking about you, which is cool, but I just
Oh.
debunked it. It's no way. Because if you just go underneath a table and you stand up too quick, the back of your back is usually cut open or bruised from hitting it. So you're telling me that somehow you got pinned between a island and a 600-pound refrigerator and you have no mark on your back? That doesn't seem realistic at all. Because there's an island in front of it. What did you do? Take the island away just for that day only, just so you could get crushed by a refrigerator? Try again, Laura. It was very easy to go down your timeline and look for only the videos with your refrigerator and click on it and see that you are not telling the truth. You're not telling the truth. I did not need to pay $9.99 for your Patreon or Patriot, whatever the hell it is.
Okay, well, yes, that's very good detective work, but she may have been crushed. Let's give her the benefit of a doubt. She may have been crushed between that refrigerator and the island here. You know, it could have been like this. But then it'll be like trauma to the chest and back, right?
I'm just going to go ahead and say it, and I really don't care who gets mad at me about it. This whole fridge gate thing, the refrigerator situation with Laura Clery is, say it with me, fucking bizarre. Okay? And for someone who is a vegan, she sure is milking this. For those of you who don't know, comedian, actress Laura Clery, the one who does the Hell and Smash videos, a 600-pound refrigerator fell on top of her and nearly killed her, is what she said. And her first instinct was to call her abusive ex-husband, who she's had multiple restraining orders out against, who threatened to unalive her publicly and privately, attempted to ruin her livelihood, was using. Okay, so all right, I'll bite. You call him to help with the kids, right? Then she called 911, and then her first instinct in the ambulance was to take a selfie with full makeup.
Okay, that's what bothers me, is this is all happening at once. I can't really comment on the kids situation because I don't know anything about her and I don't know anything about having kids. I can have an opinion. But I'm thinking about being in severe pain and you're lying down and you're lifting up your arms to film all this. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
To objectify the ambulance workers who look like they do not want her to take that selfie, by the way.
Yeah.
Then to get to the hospital and have someone take a photo of her wearing a shirt with her merch on it while she's like dramatically laying like this with her eyes closed. And then later, when someone asked for an update on one of her million posts that she made about it, she said, update on Patreon. She put her fucking well-being, the update on if she's hurt or not, behind a paywall on Patreon, and Skeeven did the exact same fucking thing. Now, you're not going to come for me and tell me I'm a woman hater. You're not going to tell me I don't love Laura. My very first viral video on this app was sticking up for Laura. I have been defending Laura for years. Yes, about like maybe 3 months ago or so, I made a video critical of Laura saying, hey,
This is good. This user, the Babbling Brook, love that name. Very clever. Neutral then. So she gives criticism, but she also supports when that's how people should give feedback on anything. I think that's really good.
hey, this guy has literally threatened to end your life numerous times. And you're posting beach days with him. You're asking your subscribers for advice on which bikini you should wear to the beach with Skeeven. Okay.
That's boring fucking content. Helps me choose my clothes. I get like an outfit, like a full outfit, but a bikini is a 2-piece or a 1-piece. How fun can that be?
And a lot of people say I just didn't understand the dynamics of the relationship. She had to do that to supervise her kids. No, she didn't. She could have had a neutral third party, a court appointed supervisor, and the children would have objectively been safer, and so would she have. But that neither here nor there.
Right.
This is a step too fucking far, and it is absolutely bizarre. She sold that story to the Daily Mail, to TMZ, It has been on every news channel, every update. She's posting numerous times a day about this refrigerator. And I'm sorry, it's coming off as extremely dramatic. The Steven drama is not like, it's not working anymore. So something else had to be drummed up. And to put your physical well-being from your concerned followers behind a fucking paywall.
I do think that's awful, because whether people like it or not, people do have these parasocial relationships, right? People do have parasocial relationships. Parasocial? You know what I mean? Oh, that's a word. With people they're following. So to scare people that may genuinely believe in you and care for you, to be like, I was crushed almost to death, but if you want to see if I'm okay, it's behind this paywall, which, let's be real, you must be all right if you've edited and uploaded onto Patreon.
Is awful. It is awful. How the fridge fell in the first place, I don't know. I've never mounted my fridge to the wall. She said her 7-year-old was being allowed to climb on it.
But what I don't understand is that it's a built-in refrigerator. It's in the wall, right? And it's got like attached doors. So how is it falling? Because isn't the whole system, like I have a similar thing, the whole system is on the wall. So that can't come forward because the fridge won't come forward because, sorry, I don't know, I'm putting hand cream on. Is attached to the whole wall. It's got like the strength of the whole cabinet holding it together. Does that make sense?
She's posted numerous times like videos of him doing really unsafe things. So, that kind of tracks. But again, I stuck up for her a lot. This is bizarre. It is literally, I follow her on Facebook. It's like 3 posts a day about the fridge. And while I'm glad she's okay, for her to say that she almost died, I'm dying, I almost died.
Yeah, and then put it behind a paywall.
The dramatic picture of her laying there with the merch shirt on, and putting her update behind a paywall. Same thing with Skeevan. He's like, if you want all the details, go to my Patreon. Yeah. No. That's fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's real fucking weird.
That is.
And as someone who like really used to respect her a decent amount, it's pretty icky. And I hope that she kind of sees not all publicity is good publicity. This is not the way to do it. Or maybe
yeah, that's not a thing anymore. Everyone's like, all press is good press. It's not. It's not, honeys. People speak out and things happen nowadays. You know what I mean? Thanks to the internet. But one thing I do have to say is as well, like when I was saying, oh my God, is that a grey hair on my arm? So now I'm thinking, because it does seem a little bit set up, and because it was going to be a Patreon situation, now it makes sense as to why she was filming every single little bit on her phone, including being like, oh, and being carried out to the ambulance.
I'm wrong. I mean, her name is in the news again, right? But like, not cool. Not cool. For the record, I'm glad she's okay, right? Sure. I had an enormous dresser fall on me one time. It wasn't 600 pounds. It was probably about 200. And it was scary. Definitely was scary. I didn't have to go to the hospital or anything. My kids were home with me. It was very scary. But my first thought was not to take a selfie.
Right. It's your life. It was
not to have someone take a picture of me in distress about it. And I certainly wouldn't have put my update of how I was behind a paywall.
Exactly.
Glad she's okay. But that was fucking bizarre, Laura.
Yeah.
And Skeevan. Real weird.
Okay, let's talk about Laura Clery being crushed by a 600-pound fridge, apparently, right? So I just kind of went down the rabbit hole a little bit, and I have a few questions. First of all, if you're being crushed by a 600-pound fridge, as she claims, right? There's one video of her that she took where she's being rolled out, on the stretcher, and she's just filming, okay?
Yeah.
That video has gone over 3 million views. Then she whips out her phone in the ambulance and says, was I crushed by a 600-pound fridge?
That's right. She was like, I was crushed, right? No one's denied it yet, right? Because I'm assuming she didn't upload that and then was like, oh, let me upload this now. And then during the time when you've carried her out and put her in the thing. People are like, this hasn't happened. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Checking comments?
I was crushed by a 600-pound fridge, right? And then turns the camera to the medic, and the medic is just like, I don't know, just something about you're in an ambulance, okay? Or you're being rolled out in a stretcher into an ambulance. And your first thought, your first intuition is to whip out your phone and record the situation.
I'm with you.
What? I don't know. It makes her story questionable to me. I don't feel like I know enough to say whether I think she's lying or not, but what do you guys think? Let's talk in the comments.
It's just a strange situation. And what kind of gets me is, right, I was looking at the ambulance people, and now I think I might just be objectifying them. Which I was like, okay, actors or friends, you know what I mean? But if they were real ambulance working people, I'm sorry, I don't know the worldwide name for them. You've pretended to be crushed by a refrigerator, wasted their time for them to come and pick you up. Because what did you do? Lay under the fridge? If this is fake, that's what I mean. She does have a response to all this.
Okay, let's talk about Lori Clery being crushed by a 600-pound fridge, apparently.
Okay, let's talk about it. So this lovely guy is suspicious around whether or not I actually had a 600-pound fridge fall on me. And I get it. The whole thing sounds completely insane because it is. And I don't know. I think what he said in the video is that he's suspicious because I had documented 2 10-second videos, one of me on a stretcher and one of me in the ambulance. And so I've reflected
that is weird. Sorry, that is, but that's just stupid.
a lot on like why I did that. And the truth is, I've been making content for 14 years, and it's like habitual. I film little snippets of my life, good, bad, and ugly. So when something fucking crazy happens, my instinct is to film it. Now, obviously, when people are like, how is it your first instinct to film a 10-second TikTok? And it's like, no, my first instinct was to call 911 and get the fucking fridge off of me. That was my first instinct. Now, once the firefighters were there, the fridge was off of me, my kids were safe. Now I'm like, okay, cool.
So in any kind of emergency situation where someone's hurt, you're going to film? You're going to film? If this was me as a content creator, I'm not just talking about this channel, I'm talking about all my main content. My thought process would be, if I'm going to make content from this, which I wouldn't, because I wouldn't dream filming myself a certain way and putting it up on the internet in hospital, it would be, though, in the hospital. Guys, I'm in hospital. Guess why? And then tell the crazy story time. It wouldn't be to film people doing their job in a potential medical emergency while they're trying to help you. I think, one, that's kind of selfish. It's quite invasive too. Stupid in general, free. That's it.
Like, we've survived this thing. This is great. So then
But you were still in pain. You were still in really bad pain. You were like, fuck, it hurts, which I'm sure it did if it happened.
Instinct is to document. But I understand that it's insane. Like that's valid and I get that. Anyway, if you want the full story time, you can watch it on my YouTube or go to my Spotify. I'm not trying to push the shit. It's just, if you want the detailed story of what happened, I said it in like, I think 25 minutes. That's up to you. But also, like, I'm happy to like, people are like, the physics of it, like, how did that fridge come down? I'd be open to having an expert come in and like explain it, but then I'm gonna get hit with like
an expert of how refrigerators can fall down in a space. You could just show us the space. The fuck?
Like, shut the fuck up about the fridge. So I don't know, whatever, it happened. And the full story time are on my channels for free. Yeah, and that's it. But I get the suspicion, and I understand it's weird, and I understand that I'm weird, and yeah, I hope this helps. Okay.
Well, it's because she understands that, because it is really weird to do that. No, is that not like one of the strangest things? I don't know. I mean, could it happen? Sure. People are suspicious. Absolutely. Do I think it's one of the weirdest things and there's something wrong with what TikTok has done to the world? Not just social media in general. TikTok has done to the world and the way people just film anything. Yes, I fucking hate it. I think it's weird as fuck. But yeah. All right, let me know Do you think this lady was crushed by her refrigerator? Apologies to the ambulance workers who were just doing their job, who I accuse of being model actors for hire. But I thought that was going to be the deal. Listen, anything can happen nowadays. Let me know your opinions down below. As always, subscribe if you have not already. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.